Welcome to the Branded Show. I'm so glad that you joined me this day, and I hope your day is going well. And if it isn't, I hope this song makes it go a whole lot better. I'm Mark Thompson, and I'm the host for Branded. And today, I'm going to do another original song from my 1983 album called Take the Time. And thanks for taking the time today to listen to the Branded Show. As I told you before in the previous shows, I'm doing some of my original music. I'm a singer-songwriter. And this song is called Native Vermonter. A shout out to all my friends and relatives. If you are a native Vermonter, I want you to hit that like button and let me know if you like the show. If you are not a subscriber, please become a subscriber on the Branded Show, because there's going to be a whole lot of information this year that you're going to need to walk securely with Christ and be encouraged. And that's my whole goal, is to encourage you. Today, this song is called Native Vermonter because I am a native Vermonter. I grew up in Vermont. I love Vermont. It's no longer my home state. Missouri is my home state. It's where I was planted and transplanted, and we'll do a little show on transplanting. I think the next show I'll talk about that because it's a big deal and it happens in our lives all the time. But today, this song is called Native Vermonter. It's a tongue-in-cheek song. It's got a little inside humor if you are a native Vermonter. I'm not living there, so I have no idea how they spread manure anymore. But in the old days, we used to hook a manure spreader behind the tractor, and you would spread that manure, and it would naturally fertilize the fields. And I know that there's a lot of people saying, hey, it pollutes the water, and I'm just talking about a song today. It's called the Native Vermonter. So this song is for all those native Vermonters. And if you're not a native Vermonter, I hope you love this song, because every time I do this song in concert, people start to dance and they just love the feel of this song. And I do too. So I hope you enjoy it and that you'll get in the groove and get in the mood today. Standing on the porch, smelling the breeze, dew just dropped, still in the trees, and the birds start singing, and it makes me feel at ease. And if you're a native Vermonter, or just an old farmer, you don't notice that familiar smell. I'm a native Vermonter, what you say? I'm a native Vermonter, here to stay. If you're out of state with a different color number plate, it'll burn your nose and it'll stink up your clothes. Get in that Cadillac, you decide that you're headed on back to the skyscrapers and the smog burning in your eyes. Ooh, I'm a native Vermonter, what you say? I'm a native Vermonter, here to stay. Here's where the band comes in. Come on and sing it with me. I'm a native Vermonter, what you say? I'm a native Vermonter, here to stay. Thanks for listening today. I sure hope you love that old country tune. And the next show, I'm going to do a new song. Just wrote it last year. Well, I might have written it this year, earlier in the year. I really love this song. And I have some new songs that I've written when I took a trip back to Vermont last year. So I'm going to play those for you in a few shows up and coming. And today, if you are living in Vermont, you're living in Missouri, or whatever state or whatever country you're living in, I hope that you're living in peace wherever you are. And the next show, I'm going to talk about dreams, the dreams of your heart, and transition, because I've known a lot of people who are going through transition right now, and transition can be a very difficult thing. That you can go through it with peace and hope, or you can go through it in despair and depression. So I want to encourage you on the next show, if you are going through a rough time of transition from point A to point B, you want to listen to that show and you don't want to miss it, because sometimes God pulls us up out of our roots where we were and transplants us, because that's where he wants us to grow. And just real short, just a short little word right now for anybody. This song I wrote in the early 80s, very early 80s, I think maybe 1980. And at that time in my life, I had no idea that I would be moving to the state of Missouri. But I'll share this in the next show. God had started something in my life when I was a little boy. I can remember when I was about 6 or 7, watching the TV. And I'm not going to tell you that right now, so you need to tune in next week for the show. But God will speak to you through many avenues and many things. And when I wrote this song, performed this song, and recorded this song, at that time in my life, I had no idea that God was going to transplant me to Missouri. But he did, and I've thrived here, and I love this state. I love it as much as I used to love Vermont. And I'm thankful for my roots in Vermont. I still have traits that I live in Vermont. I still wear my bean boots, and I have a song, Bean Boots, and I'll do that in the winter. But I wrote a song about bean boots. Why? Because my whole family wore bean boots. I still wear my bean boots every winter. I love them. If you look on my Facebook page, you'll see pictures of my bean boots in front of the fire. So I want to encourage you today, live where you are and thrive where you are. And don't waste 1 minute, and don't waste 1 day. Live life to its fullest. And as always, live loved.